A charismatic philosophy teacher stood at the front of his class of students. From behind his desk, he revealed a large glass jar. He then brought up a bag of rocks and proceeded to place them into the jar until they reached the brim. Turning to his watchful students, he asked, "Tell me, is this jar full?" To which they answered, "Yes." The teacher proceeded to pull out a bag of pebbles and carefully placed the pebbles into the jar so that they could filter around the rocks. Again, turning to his students, he asked, "Now, is this jar full?" This time the students weren't so sure of their answer. "That's right," said the teacher, while revealing a bag of sand, which he then proceeded to pour into the jar, while sometimes shaking it down into the gaps and the cracks. "Now, is this jar full?" The class was quiet and unsure as their teacher revealed a jug of water. On pouring the water in until the jar could receive no more, the teacher slid the jar aside to make an important point. Now, what is the moral of this story? One student enthusiastically raised their hand. The moral is that you don't have time to do everything. "No," said the teacher, "that's not the moral." Another student's hand shot up. Make room for the small things." "No, that's not it." One more hand went up. "The moral is you can always fit more into your time than you think." "No, that's not it either." Finally, the teacher said, "The moral of this is, if you do not put your big rocks in first, then you'll never get them in. Put your big rocks in first." What are your big rocks? What are the things in your life that you want to make sure you get in? If there is something that's really important to you in life, then when is the best time for you to start it? The tools on this page are going to help you to judge and prioritize tasks or potential actions you could take so that you can feel good and know that you're putting your time and energy into the right things. One of the keys to feeling good and meeting your human needs is balance, which means allowing time for things which bring you a sense of well-being and harmony. One of these tools gives you a great visual overview of your life so that you can see what you need to focus on more. This is great in helping you to decide what goals you should have if you weren't sure, and making decisions that bring more balance to your life. Another one of the tools on this page helps you to see the real value of certain actions in the long term. It therefore enables you to identify and prioritize the things that will make the biggest difference to you. This tool will help you to ensure that you are moving forward in what you do, rather than staying prisoner to more menial tasks. One of the most valuable things you can ever do for yourself is to recognize what things you want to cut out completely. And before you take a look at those excellent decision tools below, here's a quick tool that you can start to use to be sure that you are using your time well. Simply grab a piece of paper right now. That's it, and grab that pen. Draw a giant plus sign to create 4 quadrants on your sheet like this. That's it. Then write the words as follows. In your top left quadrant, write more of. In your top right quadrant, write the words less of. Bottom left is stop doing and bottom right is start doing. Now take a few quick minutes to think and jot down the thoughts that come to your mind. What do I really want to do more of? What do I want to do less of? What do I want to start doing? And what do I want to stop doing altogether? What is some of the grit or sand that gets in the way of your big rocks? What things have you tended to do that have really little value to your life and yet rob you of the time which could be spent in better ways? This thinking tool is to help you cut out wasted time. And that really comes down to what things actually have value for you. Talking to a friend here and there may well enrich your life, of course, and give you a sense of connection, happiness, and well-being. It might have a high value level for you. It perhaps depends on the quality of the conversation and the length of time. Stopping to gossip and moan with a work colleague for 3 hours a day might be of low value and something you decide to do much less of or stop completely. Watching a film or a program that you find interesting, relaxing, and enjoyable could be of high value to you at those moments of rest and recovery. But gorging on lesser quality TV for too long might be something that you choose to cut out. This tool is quick and yet allows you to think well and realign to the things you find to be most effective in bringing you the life quality that you want. Brian Tracy is a recognized world leader in effective thinking and decision-making strategies. And one of his many great quick thinking tools is simply to stop and ask yourself, what one thing, if I was to do it, would be the very best use of my time right now? What one thing, if I was to do it, would be the very best use of my time right now? Now, you might find this to be a particularly useful question to put to your mind when you have an extra hour or 20 minutes, perhaps while waiting for a bus. Ask yourself, what one thing might be the best use of my time right now? If it's downtime when you're looking to just relax and switch off, what one thing might I enjoy? Read that book, listen to that music, play that guitar, or phone that friend who you've been intending to phone. And here's one more great technique. Time management expert David Allen suggests using what he calls the 2-minute rule. When you think of something that you want or need to get done, if it would only take 2 minutes or less to do, then do it right away, he says. In the time it takes you to add it to a to-dos list or make a note of it to remember to do it later, you'd have half done it already. So begin to apply David Allen's 2-minute rule to your life. If something would be quick to do and take around 2 minutes or less, then do it the moment it occurs to your mind. If you leave it spinning in your mind, it might pull on your focus anyway as you try later to remember it. What was that thing? The thing I needed to do. So don't leave it. Just go ahead, and anything that would only take 2 minutes or less, do it right away, as soon as you think of it. That way you're getting more done and keeping your mind freer and clearer. So I hope that these clear thinking and decision-making tools will prove invaluable to you. Scroll down to find your next ones, and remember to have fun while improving your life.